What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Power Level 7 EDH, and today we're going to be talking about my most recommended commander to build, and that would be Giada. I'm going to teach you how to make a good, consistent, well card-drawn mono-white angel deck and bash your opponents with flying ladies. Starting off with the angels you should be running, as this is an angel deck after all. Start off with Angelic Sleuth. For 3 mana, you get a 2/3 flying Angel Advisor. Whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, investigate. That is card draw, and we love that here. Battle Angels of Tyr also swings at each opponent, which means that the angels will enter, and Giada will see them because they don't care if they're tokens or not, and put 1/1 counters on them for each other angel you have on the battlefield. So the original one is going to hit for the least, and then the copies are actually going to get hit for more. This will also potentially draw you up to 3 cards if you have the smallest hand. And honestly, it's just really good card advantage, which is something we will definitely need in mono white. Blinding Angel means that every time she hits someone, they don't get a combat phase on the next turn, so as long as you're able to hit them every single turn, they can never swing back at you. That's pretty good. Emiria Shepherd says that every time we drop a land, we get to return a permanent from the graveyard to your hand. If it is a plains, you get to slap that non-land permanent onto the battlefield directly. We are mono white, so that's pretty easy to do. Herald of War will discount all of our angels, making them even easier to cast, and Lyra will simply pump our team and give them lifelink. Of course, there are more angels in the deck, but these are the core ones that are the most important and the most standouty in my opinion. Moving on to Protection, which is also very important when you have such high CMC cards. We're going to move on to the Mob Cycle, which is Mother of Runes, Giver of Runes, and Skrelv. These are all effectively the same card that can tap and protect something from a singular spot removal, such as a Go for the Throat.
The time! Awaken, my masters!
Have one color of blockers that happen to be flying. If they only have blue flyers, give it pro blue, smack them in the face. We need that damage because we win through combat typically. Flawless Maneuver and They Shall Know No Fear are both effectively the same card for us. They protect us from wraths that would destroy our board. Brave the Elements for 1 single mana can protect us from any red wrath in the entire game, or any wrath that does damage, because it gives our entire board protection from red or blue or whatever they're trying to do to us. This will not protect us from destroy alls or exile alls or anything that says all. But if it says target, then we are fine. We can also use this to make our board unblockable and smack through and kill people. So, pretty versatile for 1 mana. Now we'll move on to my favorite part of any deck, drawing cards. Starting off with my boy Mangara, which says each opponent, when they cast their second spell, you draw a card. If they swing at you for 2 or more creatures, you also draw a card. That's really good and consistent card draw for mono white. We also have Lauren, which enters the battlefield and destroys an artifact or enchantment, and then can also give you and your chosen homie extra cards. Esper Sentinel, Endless Atlas, Tome of Legends, and Well of Lost Dreams really don't need any description. They're just consistent card draw that we really need in order to get our engine going. The Immortal Sun isn't just to hose our opponent's planeswalkers, which we really don't care about because we're not running any. It just gives us an Anthem, a discounter, and free card draw, which are all exactly what we need to get ahead and overrun our opponents. With Flying Boys, girls? They're mainly girls. Folk Hero, Smuggler's Share, and Dawn of Hope are all also good consistent card draw effects. Folk Hero triggering whenever we cast another angel, as long as our commander's out. Smuggler's Share is situational card draw, but can either draw us a lot or a little, kind of depends on our opponents. Dawn of Hope is just whenever we gain life, we can pay 2 and draw a card for every single instance of life gain. It's quite expensive, but if you have nothing else to do with your mana, then yay. Court of Grace introduces the Monarchy, which we can very easily take back with all of our protections, evasions, and flyers. In addition, if we keep it, then we get to make another angel, which Giada sees as an angel and will pump accordingly. Now, winning. That's kind of important in this deck. Achroma's Will is a surefire way to do it, giving our entire team double strike, lifelink, blah blah blah, protection from creatures that they're going to get through and they're going to hit hard. If we have Archangel of Thune out, important to know that first strike damage from the double strike will trigger first. That'll be a bunch of instances of life gain. We put that many 1/1 counters on the rest of our team, which are still hitting through their normal strike damage, and then explode someone. Let's say we have 5 1/1 flyers, right? Let's say they all have lifelink, and Archangel of Thune is there. If they all hit with their first strike damage, that's 5 instances of life gain, that's 5 counters on all of our team, that's plus 25 damage. Then normal strike damage happens, wha-pam, that's another 30 damage. And that's with 1/1s, and our angels are definitely not 1/1s. Angel of Destiny just outright kills people, as long as we have 15 more than our starting life total, which is very easy considering that she gives our entire team pseudo lifelink, which does stack with actual lifelink. So we can gain an absurd amount of life and then just eliminate people with a single swing of Angel of Destiny. Legion Loyalty just makes all of our creatures into copies of our other creatures when they attack. Our commander will see it and pump them all to insanely high levels, which will kill people pretty easily. Sarah's Emissary can give our entire board protection from creatures, which then makes them unblockable. And she herself is quite large, and Giada will make her even larger, so that will usually take people out as well. Halo Fountain can function as a win con, but is primarily used to untap our creatures for card draw, such as tapping our commander for a mana, casting some angel and swinging with another angel, then tapping 2 white to untap the Halo Fountain, untap both our commander and that creature we swung with to draw an extra card. We get blocker advantage and card advantage in the same card. Halo Fountain is much more than its ultimate, or its 5 ability, which we'll probably never do in this deck, but we might, keep our options open. And finally, we have our Secret Immortality strategy, which it's not perfect, but it's very, very good. We use Book of Exalted Deeds and its activated ability on a Mutavault, which is all creature types, including an angel. So once we give our land the ability to not lose the game, they have to find a way to destroy our land, or else they cannot win. Possibly. They literally cannot win. So they have to destroy our land before they are able to destroy us. It's hard to deal with lands these days, so it's not guaranteed, but it is rough. The weakness of this deck is it is not super fast, and it becomes a threat early. Being a threat early usually implies that people are like, he has a 7/7 flyer, we need to deal with him, so they use their removal on you instead of, let's say, someone who's building up over time. But this is fine because we have Reanimation, we have ways to protect our team, we plan for being the raid boss, and that's how you build a proper, fast, strong deck. Its strength, of course, is in its abundance of high damage flyers and absurd amounts of life gain, making it very difficult for any deck to burn you out or even kill you with any damage other than commander damage. I would say that this deck is very consistent and very strong. In conclusion, that is our Giada list. Thank you for watching. The description has the deck list. You should check that out. And it has a sideboard, which is just cards that you can swap out if you can't afford certain cards, which is understandable. I just built the best possible Angel deck that I could. And I think it works pretty well. So I hope you like it too. And thanks for checking me out, and comment what other decks you'd like me to build. Have a nice day.